So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, where today I'm joined here with a few buddies to do the worst to best zombie maps in ranking order. So first of all, I'm here joined today with Vanced.
Dab on the haters!
Minuteman.
Sup, haters.
And Sadistic Rabbit.
What Nathan said.
And yeah, we're going to go straight into this with doing the worst to best ranking zombie maps. And I'm just going to go straight into the number 21 because Transit counts as one and there's no remasters. My number 21 is going to be Nuketown. And
ooh,
yeah, I don't know if that's what you guys have as well, but I just feel like Nuketown is for me the worst map. It's super boring. You can wait until round 25, no jug. I just don't like the map. Because that map's copied from multiplayer, I don't like the idea of it just being a complete rip-off, so that's why it's in my number 21. It's why it's my most hated.
that's fair.
It's just... Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, Brian.
What?
You're number 21.
Huh?
You're number 21.
You're next.
Transit.
Transit.
Transit's the
Yeah,
worst fucking
okay.
map.
Okay, yeah. No surprise, to be honest.
You know, the bust, building pack-a-punch, the wonder weapon is trash.
Colors suck.
The fucking things that jump on your head. I can't even remember what they're called.
Face rafers.
The denizens.
Transit shit. Denizens, yeah. Transit is just
The colors do suck. The colors do suck a lot.
Yeah, no, I'm not even going to contest you right now. I totally agree with your option.
My 21 is a good old Transit, so that means me and Brian, we're on the same wavelength right here.
On the same page.
Let me just say this. Transit is the Keemstar of zombies.
My number 21 is 5.
Okay. Something different.
I do not like 5 for the fact that I know it's a hard map. I know it is. It's hard in a way that zombies should not be. You should not be struggling for ammo on round 4. You should not be barely have enough points for the box because you've been wasting all your ammo on those guns. You should not get a ray gun and then lose it immediately after, because depending on thief, and then get your MP5 and then lose that after.
But I quite like that about 5 actually. I like the fact that you have to fight for your weapons and you have to fight, like essentially you have to fight for your perks to stay there. I like that sort of change of gameplay mechanic almost in zombies. So like 5 for me is, you know, not quite as hated as what you might think. But at the same time, I understand your, you know, why you.
And 5, you can get the death machine and kill them in like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I
also,
know, but that's only by chance.
Moving down. I'm back to number 20 for me. It's going to be Transit. All the reasons already been said. I hate the lava, the crew, everything about Transit, the Avogadro, whatever. You've already said it all. So yeah, that's my number 20.
Right.
My number 20 is 5.
Ooh.
Okay.
And I think it's just unplayable, in my opinion, on solo and 2-player. But like, if you have 3 or 4 people, it's okay.
Yeah, because me and Brian played that with Fabled Virus and someone else, and we had a really good time playing that. But it's just not a fun map without 4-player or 3-player.
My number 20 is gonna trigger Majaricon here. It is Zetsubou No Shima.
Ooh.
I fucking hate this map with a fucking passion.
Sorry, I can understand the hate.
Wait, just let me say my points, and then you can
I'm
fucking
triggered
contest
too,
me.
so don't feel bad.
Well, I don't care if you're triggered.
I'm not really triggered. Go on.
It's a terrible map layout. It looks like a deformed rectangle. The power system, although innovative, is still crap. Which on my notes I spelled it carp. Don't know what that means. The thrashers spawn in way too fucking much and are a pain to kill because you have to shoot them in certain areas, and the KT4 isn't that great at killing them, so it's not fucking viable to kill them. It's fucking annoying unless you have the marshals. The marshals can kill them pretty easily, but I don't know how long the marshals last. I don't think they last very long. The spiders are just... They're popcorn enemies, but still, they are a fucking annoying nuisance. The benches that you build the buildables on are absolutely in some of the worst areas in any
That's very true.
They are in places where it is impossible to grab your shield mid-round. they're not impossible, but it's very, very hard, especially if you build them down in the area in the bunker where you knife
That
all
one's
the
shit.
and getting down there. You always, when you run down there, grab your shield and come back up. All the zombies will be there at the stairs, so it's impossible to escape. The KT4 upgrade is okay, but just the underwater step. Why do you have to water a plant that's already underwater?
Just to let, when I pick my maps, I never go based on glitches because that was never intended to be in the maps. But I still agree with you. Obviously, glitches were annoying. Thrashers do spawn way too often. It was a very expensive map. There is a lot of it that you said is very true. I don't know why. I just really like the map because it's very fun to play at the same time. And there's a lot more maps that I would put behind Zetsubou.
My number 20 is Moon.
Moon.
No.
Wow.
No.
Oh no.
Explain.
Not Moon.
I fucking hate Moon almost as much as 5, but Moon is not fun for the fact that it's so hard to explain. Alright, well, for one, there's no fucking sound when you're, because you need to have your astronaut head on, the astronaut helmet, so you can't hear anything, so you're fucked. That also, because you have the helmet on, you can't hear the lady bitching about the excavators. Excavators are fucking stupid. I don't think an area of the map should be blocked. That's just fucking dumb. That's not fair at all. And then you have the fucking astronaut man who will always be sitting in the fucking hallway when you're walking through the doors, and he steals your fucking juggernaut on round 3.
Moon is a very favourite map of mine. Whether it's nostalgia or whatever, I couldn't quite pinpoint why. It's just a map that I quite enjoy playing.
Moon is a very community split map.
So the thing is like the sound is, yeah, you are right. Sound is like really bad, but at the same time, the sound was perfect. It wouldn't fit the atmosphere of being in space, nor would half the things you were just saying there. But then again, obviously, if you don't like that setting, then obviously there's, you won't like the map. Purely for the fact that it is a super boring map and nothing else. Number 19 is Nakdor and Toten.
That's fair. The fact that it's like really kind of like a boring and basic map, I can understand that.
I understand it's the very first map and they probably didn't have the whole ideas of zombies and whatnot at the time.
And it's very nostalgic for a lot of people.
Even though it's nostalgic, I'm bored of Nakdor and Toten now and there's nothing to do in it, even if it wasn't remastered 4 times, whatever. Or 3 times even. I find Nakdor and Toten very boring, even in the Zombie Chronicles version. There's not that much to do. It's just not really that fun to play.
Make it playable.
I mean, I did around 50 when I streamed it like a month ago or whatever, and that just took me 3.5 hours to do to round 50. And to be honest, I just found the map boring. There was such, I don't know, there's just nothing to do on the map, and I like maps that you have like a task to do, whether it's an Easter egg or whether it's just getting to Pack Punch.
Well, my number 19 is Die Rise.
Ooh.
And
fair.
I don't like it because it is a little confusing, and I don't like the elevators having the perks and the Pack Punch. And I think it was too much of a troll for PhD Flopper, even though this would have been a perfect map for PhD Flopper.
I do want to add one thing in there, which I would have probably put in when I eventually get around to saying Die Rise. But one thing I don't like about Die Rise is the Sliquify, which is the wonder weapon of the map. Like the weapon that's meant to help you get to high rounds or whatever else you need to do. That same weapon can also kill you if you slip on the slippery stuff and fall off the edge of the map, which it has done to me. Which it has done to me many times.
Just one little thing to add on to the thing it can kill you. It doesn't really do much to you, but you can take splash damage from it. But it doesn't do a whole lot. I think it takes like 15 shots to kill you if you have Jug.
19, I'm going to agree with Jamie, and I'm going to put Nakdor and Toten in at number 19, basically for the same reason. It's boring, it's out of date, and it's just, there's nothing to it anymore.
My number 19 is, I would say it's a bit of a trigger warning for a lot. Shangri-La.
Okay. I just earlier
I like the best.
Earlier on today, like a few hours ago, I streamed Shangri-La around 50 attempt. I died on like round 27, but that was with 15 downs, I think, or something stupid like that, because it's an extremely hard map. But like, what are like some of your main reasons for not liking this map?
Shangri-La, like, okay, the Wonder Weapon's good. The map is beautiful.
Yeah.
The map layout is decent. It's a lot of people don't think about this. The map is actually quite small for it being like part of like the main DLC season. It's almost like the size of like Kingdom or Totem, pretty much, if not a bit bigger.
Yeah.
But the thing is with that map that gets me the most is the Napalm Zombie. I don't like that they would put a explosive zombie on the most close quarters map to ever exist.
Number 18.
Yeah, that's my 19.
Number 19. Cool. We're going to go down. Number 18. For me, this might be a trigger warning. So sorry. But Kino de Toten.
Ooh,
All right, I'm
I
leaving
can
this
see
chat.
that.
Goodbye.
I can
Explain.
see that.
My main reasons, a lot of people have nostalgia for it, and I sort of do, but I don't have the same nostalgia that like the community has for it. And I don't know if it's because like I didn't really like the map back in the day when it first came out, or what. I was just never really into Kino like that much. And then it's another map like Nagdon Toten where I just don't see that much to do. The teleporter is almost like, you know, not even needed, because like the way you link it is like you link it in two places and then you can just teleport to you know, the Pack-a-Punch. It's such a quick process that it almost feels like it's not even needed, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get that.
That being said, I like the setting. I like the setting of it being in a German cinema or theatre. But the actual gameplay aspect of it is one of those maps I just don't like because it is boring.
My number 18 is Shino Numa. I don't like the setting. I don't like the swamp slowing you down. I don't like the random perks, and I don't like that it's so extremely god-awfully easy that somebody got to around 7,200 on the map.
Alright, yeah.
Number 18 for me is Nuketown. I fucking hate this map. It is just... Oh, I know Jamie talked about this already, but it's just... The perks coming down. Like, you could get on solo Juggernog at, like, what was it, around 20? The latest...
20, 25, I think.
My number
18,
18 is Transit.
So I'm so triggered. Number 17. I'm just gonna go straight for 5.
Okay.
Yeah? Yeah, fair choice?
I fucking hate that map, so yeah.
Yeah, cool. Brian, number 17?
Shangri-La. Kind of for the same reasons that Jared said. I don't like the different zombies. I don't like how Pack-a-Punch is a limited time. And I don't like the maze on the left side of the map. And
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
You know,
Fuck that mud maze. Fuck that.
My number 17 is 5 as
Okay.
well.
Okay, yeah.
So,
So I think you're copying my list here a little bit.
Maybe a little bit, just a tiny bit.
My number 17 is Gorod Krovi.
Fuck you.
What?
No.
Even on an objective level, that's not even possible.
Yeah, Gorod Krovi sucked.
Okay, the thing is with Gorod Krovi is I came into zombies during a time when I got back into zombies at Moon. I still didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I didn't know about perks or anything. And I played a lot of Knocker and Totem World at War, so that's why I didn't know about perks. So coming into Moon and such, we were going into a time when zombies was starting to get really kind of like complicated and to a certain extent a bit tedious to set up. Gorod Krovi has that, but the thing is that I feel like the map needs to have like people bitch about maps being super like complicated now, but I feel like what the complication does is it builds up. So like, let's say like you're just waiting for the tediousness to stop. Then it makes like going for high rounds so much more fun because you're like about fucking time. Gorod Krovi doesn't do that. You set up really quick on the map and then you don't feel like going for high rounds. And there's nothing. Everything else about that map is fine. It's just the fact that the map does not do it for me setup wise, and it really kills the map for me.
That's a very triggering number 17, Jared. I hate you. I hate you. Like I was going to say, I think Gorod Krovi was a good map. Anyway, we're going down to number 16. For me, it's Varukt.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I've explained this already with the few maps previous that I'm not really a big fan of maps you can't really do much on. Varukt, not only is there like not really much to do, again because it's a very early map, I understand that. It's a very tight quartered map, similar to why you don't like Shangri-La. It's very tight quarters. There's not really many places to train. And in general, it's a very difficult map as well. But I do like the two spawn room thing where it separates the people. I think that's a pretty cool idea. Other than that, like, I just find it quite a tedious map.
All right, my number 16 is Verrucht.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else to
Can
say
I
that I
just say
didn't?
my number 16?
The setting's amazing, but has some drawbacks. But Vanced, you're next.
You're going to think I'm bullshitting. Mine is Verrucht as well. I swear to God.
I fucking
Yes.
hate you guys so much.
Yes, we all think alike.
Oh
That's
my
pretty-
God. I got so angry. Like, me and you, Jamie, we, like, the last two, this one and last one, we agreed with.
It was
like,
it was
both
number
had
19 and 17, and our number 16 we've both agreed on.
My number 16 is Nocturne and Toten.
Fair
and
play.
I'm just kind of,
Okay.
just letting you know, I prefer the Black Ops 3 version of all. When the map first came out for Black Ops 3, I thought this was fucking stupid. Perks and Nocturne and Toten does not work. Watched the video and it brought up a good point. The map is actually now playable, so it's made me like the Black Ops 3 version a lot more. But the thing is with the map is it still kind of has the whole like there's not much to it type of thing.
Number 15 is going to be the Rise. The Reese.
Reese.
The Reese.
So my number 15 is a Nocturne Toten.
Okay.
And I think it's a pretty fun map. Yeah, it's boring, and there's nothing to do, but I like to occasionally play just a really basic map, and it's also a unique map because it's the only map where the zombies will not hit you through the barrier, and it's like the easiest map to train on because the zombies can't hit you unless if they stop running.
Is that
I
including
think
the remaster or just the original?
No, that's
Just the original.
Okay.
I'm just talking about the original. Like,
Yeah.
Alright, my
They did.
15 is Die Rise. I prefer it than Transit, but it's not a good map at all. Did we mess up or?
No, I messed
Did
up.
you just?
I messed up. My number 15 is actually Die Rise, not the Reese.
Oh my gosh.
That's my mistake. That's my mistake. But I'm just going to say it's for the
Alright.
same reasons that you said, because it is for the same reasons, and the Sacred Fire being the death of many people who don't know how to use it.
Alright, so my number 15 is Nuketown.
Alright, number 14, make sure I don't mess it up. My number 14 is Shinonuma.
No way.
You saw my list.
What the
This is
fuck?
this is genuinely
Sorry to spoil this. I've seen it as well.
Nathan, you wait your turn, alright boy.
I'm sorry, but
No. Genuinely, this is my list. Shinonuma 40.
Okay.
I quite like this map. A lot more nostalgia for this map than many. I play this map a lot with my friends and stuff. I like the idea that there's just 4 perks, 4 corners. It's completely random. It could take you like up until the very last perk to like be randomized until you get Jerk or whatever, or Quick Revive, or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I find the map quite fun. And yeah.
My number 14 is Nuketown.
My number 14, I'm sorry, Brian, but it's Kino.
Okay.
It's not too bad.
Alright, yep.
Alright.
So on to number 13.
Okay. This
Jamie?
is the one that I messed up. It's Derice.
Okay, my number 13 is Call of the Dead. One of the main reasons
Okay.
is because it's like the map I've played the least out of all the maps. So
Oh, okay.
but like what I have played, it's good, but it hasn't. I think if I would put it higher, but it hasn't drawn me back to play it anymore. That's
Rip my boy George Romero. Rip my boy.
Rip George Romero. But I like the setting. I like the crew. I like the wonder weapon. I like the Easter egg, and it was a fun and a challenging map. And I like that there was multiple wonder weapons. In it as
Their
well.
Easter egg had the best Easter egg reward.
Alright, my number 13 is Shangri-La. We finally differ on a
Yes,
Thank
yeah.
God, Jamie. Shangri-La. What else can I say about Shangri-La? Yeah, this used to be my most hated map, but then I don't know. I kind of eased up on it. I don't like how tight it is. I feel zombie maps should like be open to a certain extent. Like they really need to be open, because when you have 24 zombies running after you, you need like a little bit of leeway to get out of that situation, and this map just really doesn't have it. I feel kind of the same about Verrucht. It's too tight. You need a little bit of expansion, because if you're running past a zombie in Verrucht, 99% of the time you'll get hit. It is just almost impossible to get past a zombie without getting hit.
Alright, I agree with that. Very, very, very fair point. Good point.
And the Screecher and the Fire Zombies, which I don't personally find annoying, but I can, like, I haven't played this map to the point where they can start to annoy me. I don't find that they annoy me, but they can be. They do seem like enemies that will be. And I do agree with Brian with the pack punch being limited and just pushing you out. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've not realized that, not remembered that it kicks you out, and been pack punching a gun and then you get kicked out, and then I don't have that gun anymore. Especially, it's happened to me once with the baby maker, and that pissed me off. So I just ripped.
But yeah, I can understand. I can understand the hate if you lost the beloved baby maker.
My number 13 is Revelations.
All right, I can see that.
Alright, I like the map, but it's nothing but fucking fan service. 95% of that map is every other zombies map except the spawn room. The setup process is a copy of Shao's Evil. I guess they thought Shao's Evil was so fucking good, was trying to copy it. But the map, now I know I bitched about Gorod being like a map where it's like so fucking, it's like easy to set up, much more easy to set up than Revelations. Than most maps. But the thing is with Revelations is a map where it's like, to me it's like kind of like what I feel Ascension is a map where you can hop in and literally have a conversation and just shoot some zombies with occasional downs.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I really like about that map. It's a map I can come back to every once in a while, just to have a chill match with my friend and just talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about. Wow.
Number 12 is Revelations.
My number 12 is Moon, and I think it's pretty good. I like the No Man's Land or Area 51 or whatever it's called. I like that you can train there. You can get both Jug and Pack Punch the 1911s like on round 1. But I don't like the Astronaut. That's super annoying. And I don't like the fact that if Speed Cola spawns in or a Jug spawns in and you can't get it that round, then you have to go, come back, and then wait for Speed Cola to come back, then leave, and then go back again, and then it's going to be Jug.
I forgot about that. Really I forgot to mention that. Fuck that.
Yeah, but I like the Easter egg, and I like the zap guns or the wave guns, and that's why it's at 12, but it could be higher.
I'm getting sick of this now. My number 12 is Revelations.
My number 12 is Shinonuma.
Okay.
Now the thing is with Shinonuma is it used to be my most hated map. Not necessarily the fact that I hate the map was just way too fucking boring for me. So boring.
Number 11 for me, Shadows of Evil.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
It should really be higher on my list. There's just obviously, like Jared has said, like a lot more maps that I prefer. But Shadows of Evil, things that stick out to me. The music is beautiful. The map setting, everything around it is again beautiful. Like they obviously spent their time, like the 3-year development cycle. They spent a lot of that time on Shadows of Evil. The backgrounds and stuff, like the outside of the map is just like a really good setting. The mini Easter eggs, there's just so much, like so many.
And there's probably so much we haven't even found yet.
Yeah. There's like so many different mini Easter eggs you can do, from like the donuts to the noir to the main Easter egg, obviously. And I don't know, it was just a really cool like map to discover for the first time. We had like so many new things: the little Arnies, the Apothecary Servant, the portals, the beast mode. At first, it was very overwhelming, and that's why a lot of people didn't like it, and including myself. Once I got into it, I just loved the map, and I still very much love it. And once I managed to complete the Easter egg, I think that was when I decided that it was actually a really good map for me, and I just really enjoyed it.
My number 11 is Ascension,
Same.
I like the setting of it. I like the what is it called? Is it called the Lunar Lander?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep,
I like, yeah, and I love the characters, like having the original crew. But the one thing that holds it back for me is the monkeys. I don't like it when they take my quick revive. That's really annoying.
Number 11 for me is Moon. I don't know. I'm a bit indifferent to Moon. I don't hate it. I don't like. Well, I do like it, but I don't love it really. It's just
It's
it's
probably
a very
the most.
clean map.
It's probably the
for
most
me.
community split map. Alright, well, my number 11 is also Ascension.
All right.
The thing is with Ascension is I don't like how to put this. The map is good. It's again it's one of those maps where I like other maps more. And like the thing is with Ascension is I fucking hate the monkeys. But everything else about the map is perfectly fine. I think Ascension does what Revelations does for me. A map that's easy to the point where you could just chill out with some friends and talk about wherever.
Into the top 10, my number 10 is Call of the Dead. Love the map.
Okay.
Nice.
I would say I love the map. It's quite a unique setting. It's in Siberia, Russia. The Scavenger, one of my favourite wonder weapons of all time.
Same.
Such a cool weapon, the way it's like a sniper, but it's also a wonder weapon. They executed it greatly.
And so what if it gives out around 36? Who gives a fuck? It's fun.
VR11 on the other hand is a bit of a trash weapon, so we won't talk about that. It's got George
Yeah.
Romero. George Romero
could
is...
have been executed better.
Oh, definitely. George Romero is it's a cool boss. It's different the way that you've got a boss that's like in the map. Sorry, since round 1, and you have to try and kill him somehow. And the Scavenger is like one of the best ways to kill him. But you've got
Dragging off all the way.
but it's like one of the only maps to have a boss that's in there from round 1. He's always following you, but he's really slow until you like aggravate him.
So my number 10 is Gorod Krovi, and I put it number 10 because I love the setting of it. I love that it's in a war-torn Stalingrad, and I love that there's the dragons and the giant robots. They brought the PPSH back. They had the Ray Gun Mark III. They brought on the Dragon Shield, and I think the Gauntlet of Siegfried's my favorite specialist weapon. And I really liked the Pavlov's house feature, where you're strapped in the house and you have to defend it, like go to the different windows.
Yeah.
And that was really cool because it was also like historically accurate too, where a bunch of Soviets were in the Pavlov's house and fended it off from waves and waves of thousands of Germans during World War II. So it's cool that I tied that into there. But I mean, I absolutely hate the Easter egg process, so that's why it's down a bit lower. But I think the boss fight is the best boss fight.
My number 10,
Number 10.
is Buried. I think it is the easiest map. Well, one of the easiest maps. I think Revelations is a bit easier, but
Same.
yeah, it's a bit easier, but I think this is just so easy. You can get all your perks in round 1. It is so just easy.
My number 10 is the Giant.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
The Giant, like I said, it's like there's not necessarily nostalgia for it, but the Giant, I don't know, it's fun. I think it's fun. Like Catwalk is bae. With adding in double pack and such, it's made the map easier to a certain extent, but at the same time, the zombie spawns are still kind of shit. It's just super rapid. But Catwalk is super fun. Wonderwall on Doris is where it's at. And just sitting up there, again, Catwalk, 4 friends, chilling there. It's simple, and I don't know. It's like, there's nothing I could really say about it. There's not too much I could say about it, but it's just a fun map.
So number 9, I'm going for Shangri-La. It has my favourite wonder weapon, the JGB. It has a beautiful setting on the outside. I love the innovation with the mud pit, and just like the setting in general. I love the fact that we still don't know where it's set, whether it's on Mars or whether it's in a random jungle on the Earth. The monkey sit in your drops is annoying, but it's at the same time unique, and you can use it to your advantage to get like a perk bottle or a max ammo. Fire zombies are annoying, and the shriekers are not that bad, to be honest.
Well, my number 9 is Zetsubou No Shima.
Okay.
I used to hate the map, like, when it first
You
came out.
should have.
And after I
You
played it
still
more...
should.
Shut the fuck up. After I played it more, I started to like it. I like the setting, and I think I like the boss fight and the ending cutscene. I think that is a really good ending cutscene.
My favorite.
And I love the spider boss fight, and I wish that could have been like the final boss fight, but like add more stuff to it, because I think that little boss fight is better than the actual Easter egg boss fight.
Yeah.
And I love that after you take out that spider, it's an optional side quest, but then you unlock Widow's Wine for free.
And the upgrade part to KT4.
Yeah, and I also like the map because there's a way to get a permanent 5th perk slot without any like gobblegums or any of that nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's number 9.
It's Kino the Toten, which personally is my favorite map of all time. I absolutely love this, just for nostalgic reasons. But objectively,
It should be number 1 then, surely.
No, my list is objective. I feel like I've looked at everything and gone objectively what is bad and what is good.
Right.
And
okay.
I can understand everybody's complaints with it. I understand people find, like I said before, I don't find any boss in Black Ops 1 really to be that annoying. So the Nova Crawlers I don't find very annoying because I just kill them, they blow up, I avoid the gas. That's all I do.
My number 9 is Call of the Dead.
Alright.
Call of the Dead, the thing is, like, the Scavenger's dope. Scavenger's really cool. This map kind of has honestly the best separation, because what I mean by that is, like, you have those players that will go for Mystery Box right away, and then you have players that go for Juggernaut right away, and this map perfectly splits that. The lighthouse, I feel like that's a cool area, personally. I think it's cool, you know, you run around in the spiral staircase, you go up to the top. I think that's really cool. Lighthouse training spot is one of the best training spots in zombies ever. It's also kind of fun too. And like I said earlier, Call of the Dead I feel like has had the best balance of easy and hard. It's like right in the middle.
Number 8. It's got to be Buried.
Okay.
Similar to what Nathan said, so I won't go too much into it because he basically said all of it. I love the setting of the map. It looks wonderful, especially when you're in the saloon area. Like the whole setting of it. I like Arthur, the way he has to break down all the barriers and stuff, and it gives you points. Very easy to build points, but also very easy to lose points if you get hit by the witches. At the same time, the witches then give you like a perk. There's also a free perk Easter egg with the piano thing. Maze is very difficult, changes every time. The Paralyzer is such a cool, overpowered wonder weapon, I would say. Makes you float up to different levels. So very easy to get around in this multi-leveled map. I just think in general...
Chopper is dope.
I just think in general, like, it's a very, very good map, but it's also too easy to the point where it can't be any higher than number 8.
At number 8 for me is also Buried. And I actually like that you can... It's still pretty simple to play if you use the bank or not. The bank just, I guess, fastens the pace of the game, and based on round 1, you can have 3 pack-a-punch guns with 5 or 6 perks or whatever.
Yeah.
But I really like Arthur because you can do so much with him. You have to have him break down barriers, but he will also do stuff with the mystery box. He'll build things for you, and I really like that. I like Vulture. That's one of my favorite perks.
My number 8 is Doris. For the simple reason is I really was like debating which I should put number 9 and number 8, because Kino and Doris, I mean, is just, they're very similar in map layout and just in the way you play. I just find them really, really easy.
Massive trigger warning again. My number 8 is Die Rise. Other than the Slick of Fire and the Trample Scene and the Jumpin' Jacks, whatever, is pretty shitty. The bank is fucking stupid. I like the random perk system. Like again, like, I like having random perks, but the map for the most part is fucking terrible.
Possible trigger warning, Nathan. Zetsubou No Shima.
Ooh.
Zetsubou.
Oh, it's
My
not
man,
a good
my
map.
man, Jamie, my man.
Zetsubou has, really tedious Easter egg, load of glitches. The thrashers that spawn in like 10 times in a round. What's there to hate? No, in all seriousness, I don't know. I just like this map because the setting's different-ish. I mean, similar to Shinonuma, I guess.
No
No,
snow.
it's
There's no
exactly
fucking
like
snow.
Shinonuma.
Thank God, no snow.
But it's meant to be similar to Shinonuma. I don't know. There's something about it I like, and I don't know what it is. I like the Easter egg, actually. I think the Easter egg is actually... It's a bit boring and tedious, but I like doing it for some reason. I like... The boss fight is very easy. Actually, I'll tell you this. This might be one of the reasons, actually, why I really love Zetsubou. Two things. One, the music. I love the music on that map. Probably the best out of any map. Maybe Shadows of Evil beats that. But other than that, I think the music in Zetsubou is probably the best. And the Easter egg ending cutscene is my favourite Easter egg ending cutscene of any map.
My number 7 is Revelations.
Okay.
And
Fuck you.
at first I didn't like it because we waited for years to get a DLC 4 after Origins, and then we put all this hype into Revelations coming out. The trailers were fucking sick, and we thought it was gonna be crazy, like crazy good. And then after like a whole week, we hadn't even found a step yet, so we thought the Easter egg was gonna be like this really cool Easter egg, and then we find out it's like a stupid ass Easter egg. Then I came back to it and I started looking at it as just a map and not as a DLC 4 map, so I started to like it a lot better. I like that it is decently easy. I guess it's really easy if you do 2 specific strategies, but it's I like that there's so many different like ways you can play the game, and I like the Apothecon Servant and that you can upgrade it now, but I should have done it a different way. And I do not like the boss fight. The boss fight's trash, but I just like all the nostalgia, and I think it's fun, and it's a map that almost anybody could play and get to a decently high round.
My number 7 is Ascension.
My number 7 is Buried.
Number 6 for me, Gorod Krovi. Yeah, love the map. I think the Pack-a-Punch is not too hard to get to. I love the dragons. I love the boss fight. Easter egg ending is pretty good. It's not my favourite, but it is a really good Easter egg ending. And yeah, I think in general, like the whole Dr. Monty introduction to the map as well, that really did something for me. I absolutely love Dr. Monty, and I love the way he spoke to only the 3 characters, but not Richtofen, and all these other Dr. Monty quotes as well that really brought out his character, even though he should have been introduced like way before. I just still feel like Dr. Monty was a very cool like addition into this map.
My number 6 is Kino, just mainly because it's the map that got me into zombies. Because before I played Noct and then didn't play zombies until the middle of Modern Warfare 3. So I played Kino and I watched a tutorial on how to get to a high round, and I did it, and then I never stopped playing zombies since then.
My number 6 is Mob of the Dead. I love this map. Sorry, Matt, just to trigger you, even though he absolutely hates this map. He thinks it's the worst map ever. Bastard. I think Mob of the Dead is obviously the start of Jason Bundell's revitalization of zombies, I guess. And this map was the savior of Black Ops 2.
My number 6 is Zetsubou No Shima.
Oh, go away.
Now, like I said, KC4 is my favorite weapon of all time. I find the weapon to be very fun, yeah. So what, doesn't have a lot of ammo. Well, that's what fucking chemical antithesis is for.
Number 5 is Moon.
My number 5 is Shadows of Evil, and I think it's a really good map, and I like it because it's connected to Mob of the Dead, which I think is a really good map as well. And I really love the sword as a specialist weapon, and
favorite one.
I love the fact that there's the Civil Protector, which I thought was a really cool idea, a miniature, like, giant robot with a machine gun. That was really cool. And I actually liked the Easter egg a lot.
Well, funnily enough, my number 5 is Shadows of Evil as well.
Hey.
I think patch where they patched the what are they called, the rituals. Then this would have been like number 10 or something. But after they fixed I say fixed, I mean sped up the rituals, I feel like this map has just become probably almost perfect.
My number 5 is Verrucht.
Oh Jesus!
Okay.
Very high.
But Black Ops 1 Verrucht.
Okay.
Oh, there's no
Never played
remasters
World
on
at
this
War's
list.
Verrucht, and Black Ops 3 Verrucht is shit. I don't care. I'm saying that it's my favorite. All right, all of them. But the reason why I love Verrucht so much is the feel of that map, like the atmosphere and like how scary it is and just how fucked up it is and like the history of it. When you look into it, is like really messed up, and you go up to like one of the chairs and you hold extra square on it, and it's just like some guy screaming while his like hands getting cut off or something. I like how like it's one of those maps where it's like you always hear the zombies making noise type of thing, where it's like it's almost like they're in your head. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to fucking hate the map for that reason, but I don't know. I think the map is like fantastic now.
Alright, talking of scary maps, in at number 4 for myself is Mob of the Dead.
Ooh.
I love the Hell's Retriever or the Hell's Redeemer. I like the Acid Gat, the Blunder Gat, whatever other version of it that you have. I like that gun, and one weapon is really cool. It's not really a big map in terms of training, but you have the canteen that I know of. That's a really good area to train, and you can use the acid trap as well to like kill them. I like the plane, the way to get to Pack Punch. I think the Icarus plane was a cool idea. First map to introduce a jump scare as well, which surprised people, I guess, at the first time they saw it. And Afterlife probably made the map a bit easier with the Afterlife, but it like makes so much sense with like the whole storyline and whatnot that goes with the map.
Afterlife added a lot to speedrunning.
Yeah.
My number 4 is Duris.
My number 4 is Call of the Dead.
Right, so number 4 is Mob of the Dead.
Okay, into the top 3.
Number 3.
My number 3 is going to be Ascension.
Well, my number 3 is Der Eisendrache. I love the setting on a castle, and I love the bows. I think the bows are really cool and really powerful weapons, and I actually like the process to upgrading them. And overall, I think that it is the second best Easter egg. If you like combine the Easter egg process and the boss fight, I think it's the second best. I love the boss fight, and I love the Easter egg, and I love the story, and I love that Dempsey wants to be the one to kill his original self, and I think it's just a really good map.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely, yeah. Okay, my number 3 is Gorod Krovi.
My number 3 is Origins. It's just such a good map. The stabs are really cool. The robots are awesome. I love the Panzer. The Easter egg is awesome. G-Strikes is like the best thing ever. What else? Max's drone is awesome. I really like the Max's drone.
Number 2 is Origins for me.
Oh, okay, well, okay. Well, I need your number 1 now.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't really played Origins enough to like give it a full like credit, I guess. But I've been playing it a lot recently with Nathan, like off a stream, and I've been like really enjoying the Easter egg and upgrading the staffs and just getting the staffs in general. The staffs, I love the wonder weapons. I think they're some of the best wonder weapons. Not quite the best, but I think they're amongst the best wonder weapons we've ever had.
Yeah.
Panzer is actually really annoying, really hard, but at the same time it like fits the map because obviously, like, this map is meant to be quite hard. Like Jared was saying with speedrunning is like a very big thing with this map, and it's why the community loves this map in terms of like speedrunning, because it's meant to like take you like it's meant to take you like a few rounds to like open up to the pack punch. It's meant to take you like a good amount of time to build up the staffs and stuff. So this is why this map is a very good speedrunning map, as well as it has some RNG, but not like loads of RNG.
All right. Well,
Just
my
not
number
too-
2 is Mob of the Dead, and I think it's mainly just because the Easter egg is amazing. I love the crew, and that they're all prisoners, and the setting and being on Alcatraz is just a crazy idea, and it really worked. And the fact that you're trying to build a plane to escape, I thought that was really, really cool.
My number 2 is Der Eisendrache. I find this just absolutely amazing. I find there's no real flaw in the map. I personally don't think. I think most people's flaws with the map is they played it too much.
My number 2 is also Der Eisendrache.
My number 1 map of the entire 21 COD Zombie maps, whatever we have, is Der Eisendrache. Dun dun dun. No, it's such a surprise. No, Der Eisendrache is just like such a great feeling of a map. Very Origins feel. You got like 4 stars in Origins. You have the 4 bows in Der Eisendrache. I like the way the 4 bows are. You have different bows with different types of gameplay. You can camp with some of the bows. You can train with others. They work well. The Easter egg for it. I love the Easter egg. I did it the first time. And then afterwards, I really wanted to do it again and again and again. And even when they were like Easter egg hunting, I remember watching it live when Noah first did it with his team. It was just very like hype and everything. The ending cutscene is also really hype as well. And yeah, other than that, that's basically the main reason why I love Der Eisendrache. It was an easy map. Like I say, there were certain bows that I loved. Like you can camp the electric, train with the wolf. Fire bow is really cool. Skull bow, the void bow is actually cool looking, but it was very useless in terms of using it, to be fair.
My number 1 map is Origins. And the reason why is, in my opinion, it's got the best wonder weapons, probably the best Easter egg. And I love that there's so much to do in the map. You can ride the tank, you build the staves, you get the G-strikes, you get the thunder fists, and you can do the elemental knife. There's so many things to do. There's the challenges, you can get the extra perk slots. I love that. And one thing that Smith Play says about the map is that he learns like something new every time he plays it, which is kind of true, and I kind of like that. It's like it's not the same every time whenever I play it.
Yeah.
It's a great map. Very, 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 very good map.
Yeah.
Very good. My number 1 is Origins as well.
Hey.
I find Origins. I don't really think any map is really like perfect, absolutely zero flaws. But I think Origins is the closest we have to it. I find, even though the mud is frustrating, I think it's a challenge that is very well needed. I feel like, and it fits the map as well. I feel the mud, it just, if we didn't have the mud in Origins, I don't think the map would be as good in a weird way. Like, you take away this challenging thing. Like, if you took away the mud, I wouldn't enjoy it that much.
Number 1 spot of all time. It is a masterpiece of a map. There is nothing that beats this map in innovation, miniature Easter eggs, setting, characters.
I think I know what your answer is.
Shadows of Evil.
Yeah.
Shadows of Evil is the epitome of Jesus. Like, it's so good. The Polygon Servant is one of the best wonder weapons ever made. I love the setup, even if it is a bit lengthy. Love the setup. The Margulas, I actually really like Margulas. It's so fun to play with multiple people. Fun to play solo. I just love everything about it. The whole rocket shield thing is kind of cool. It was the introduction to Black Ops 3. It almost feels like a different game with how much innovation it does. With the squid monster, when you go into beast mode and you're doing everything, it's like a miniature afterlife mode. And it's so well done. I love the little thing where it's like where you get with the perks with like each district, they have like a broken perk bottle to tell you which perk is in that district.
Yeah.
The chain trap I actually really like. It might not be the most powerful thing because it does poop out at about 45, 50. But it's still a really cool trap visually. Civil Protector is awesome. A starting room challenge that is really hard, which I think is kind of cool. Which is just something random to say. But I feel like that's something I feel like should have been said. Like first room, and that map is really fun with people, and you get super intense when the Margwa comes in. The pod system is really cool, and the reason why I love this map is it's my top 3 favorites, which are Mob of the Dead, Origins, and well, not my top 3, but my other 3 before Shao's Evil, which is Origins, Mob of the Dead, and Horizon Draka. It takes elements from all those maps and puts it into one map, and Shao's Evil is those maps, and that's why it's my number 1.
I don't know how long this video is going to be. We've been recording now for 3 hours, so yeah. I'm just happy to finally end this video, if I'm going to be honest. So I'm really hot with my lights still on. My studio lights are really hot.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. Sub to the guys down in the comments below, down in the description below, and peace out.
If I could take you up in paradise, if you will tell